Start of lap number, restart. Isaacs on the outside, Bryant on the inside. Green flag is out and we are underway. Bryant with 3 feature wins. Trying to make it number 4 here tonight. Isaacs right up there with them. Group 3 wide and 2 and 3 and 4 wide throughout the track as they come through 3 and 4. Bryant leading him through into turn number 1. Isaacs in the second spot. Neiman and a car off the banking. 2 cars off the banking in turn number 1. In turn number 4. Here we go. Green flag is out and we are back underway. Bryant continues to show the way. Isaacs, Keller in the third spot. Isaacs taking the very high line. A good battle on the inside. Trying to make it inside is the 99 of Brad Smith. Trying to make an inside move on Keller for that third position. Not able to do so. And look at the 07 of Daniel Harris, who's moved all the way up into 5th. Neiman right in that group as well. Lap number 3, and Andy Bryant continues to show the way. 2 by 2, side by side through the rest of the field behind Isaacs. Isaacs in that second spot. Again, it's Bryant continuing to show the way up front at the start-finish line as he completes lap number 5. Caution flag comes down the track as a big collection of cars get together in turn number 3. Bryant hits the gas coming out of 3. Here we go out of 4. Green flag is out and we're back underway. Keller to the inside. Isaacs to the outside. Here comes Brad Smith in the 99 car as well. Side by side with Isaacs for the third spot. The 07 of Daniel Harris trying to run up his way into that pack as well. Makes the pass on Luke Neiman. Side by side for second. Here comes Smith to the inside, trying to get the move on Keller. Not able to do so. Here comes Isaacs on the outside. 3 wide for the second, and here comes Daniel Harris again on the 07 car. Bryant continues to show the way with the battle now for the second position. Brad Smith trying to motor by. He gets side by side with Keller. Able to do it. Now here comes Isaacs trying to do the same. Keller shuts the door on Isaacs. Now he goes back to the inside of Smith. Not able to do so this time by. Here comes the 07 of Harris. He gets by. Now to the inside of the 66. Gets held up by Keller a bit. Isaacs right in front of him. Daniel Harris, who started outside row number 5, made his way all the way up into that 5th position. Meanwhile, Bryant, with the pack fighting behind him, continues to lead coming out of turn number 4. 9 laps down in this feature event, 6 to go. Brad Smith moves comfortably up into second. Here comes Isaacs, he's in third. Keller up into 4th, 5th, the 07 of Daniel Harris. Neiman trying to battle his way back up. Here comes Keller side by side again with Isaacs. Neiman looking the inside of the 07 of Daniel Harris in that side by side battle as well. Meanwhile up front, Bryant continues to show the way comfortably out of turn number 4. 11 laps down. 4 laps to go for Bryant. He'll have some lap traffic coming up. Bryant takes a high line coming out of turn number 2. Brad Smith in the second spot. Ethan Isaacs in third. Side by side with the 07 of Daniel Harris, Keller, and Neiman trying to make it 3 wide as well coming out of turn 4. Bryant will set his sights on Jacob Blair. Looking to the inside. Now he'll go to the outside coming out of turn number 4. They'll try to make the pass here on Blair coming out of turn number 2, able to do so. Bryant makes the pass. Again, the 99. Brad Smith in the second spot. Isaacs in third. Again, that big battle. White flag one more time by Andy Bryant with the lead. Out of turn number 2. Gets a little high. Nearly clips the wall coming out of turn number 2. He'll have some lap traffic, but he's got clear sailing so far. Here he comes out of turn number 4. It's going to be Andy Bryant with the win. Good side-by-side battle. Here comes Smith. Isaacs. Side-by-side battle. Keller, Neiman, and the 07 of Harris, followed by Galvin. Patrick Royalty as the rest of the group passes across the start-finish line. What? Here they come out of turn number 4. The green flag is out and the race is on. Side by side, Anderson and Heater. Here they go. Anderson able to get the lead. Here comes Heater battling to the inside. Anderson to the cushion. Heater the inside. Here they go. Side by side at the start-finish line. Heater looks to the inside. Anderson with that motor power. Look at him run to the outside. Anderson motors back. Here comes Heater again back to the inside. Side by side for the lead coming out of 4. Heater with 5 feature victories, trying to get away from Kevin Anderson. Anderson and Heater still side by side through 3 and 4. Able to get a little bit more momentum. Here he comes out of 4. It's going to be Heater at the line. Anderson right there on his tail. Heater goes a little high. Anderson does as well. Thought about the crossover move as Anderson has a lot of power right there on his back end. Looking at the inside. Here comes Anderson with a peek underneath. And over the banking in turn number 3. A car shoots over the banking in turn number 3. Three feature victories. Here we go out of turn 4. The green flag is out and the race is back on. Simmons to the inside. He'll take over spot number 2. Anderson battling back to the outside as well. Anderson, Simmons. Anderson goes a little high. Simmons will dive down low, but it's going to be Brett Heater showing the way at the start-finish line. Heater in 3 and 4. Anderson a little bit higher. Dixon now looks to the inside. He'll motor down to the apron, trying to make a pass for that position further back. Simmons right in there in that group. Anderson now a pretty big lead for Heater as he comes out of turn number 4. 6 laps down. 9 laps to go. Rally Younts looks like is pulled to the infield here on the midway part of the track. 3 wide further back in the field as they continue on. Heater at the top of the banking. Slinging it out of turn number 2. 7 laps down. Comfortable lead, Kevin Anderson trying to motor back. Brett Heater again with 5 feature victories. He's got 2 in a row, looking for number 3 in a row and his 6th feature win here this year at I-35 Speedway. Heater completes lap 9. 6 to go for Heater. Dixon looking to the inside, trying to pass, and a caution flag. Heater with the lead. Here they come. Green flag is out and we're back underway. Anderson and Simmons. That battle continues on for second. 3 wide now as Stiegel looks to the inside. Able to drive away is Dixon. He'll set his sights on Simmons, but it's Brett Heater showing the way out of turn number 4. 10 down, 5 to go for Heater. Anderson now closes up a little bit, trying to take up that spot. Heater very fast. Anderson able to make up a little bit of room there. Now both cars taking the cushion as they come out of 4.
Dixon's the man on the move.
Dixon moving up on Simmons in that 3rd spot. The 88 car moving to the outside of Simmons. He'll take over position 3. Simmons battling back to the inside, looking for that 3rd spot again as they continue battling for 3rd. Here comes Anderson. He's closed up quite a bit on Heater. Closed up coming through 2. Now he'll close up quite a bit coming through 3 and 4. Anderson takes it high. Now he'll dime it down to the inside on the apron, trying to get a little bit more momentum. 2 laps left for the leader. Anderson right on his bumper as they come through turn number 2. Heater and Anderson. Here comes Heater out of 4. White flag. 1 more lap to go. Can Anderson get him? Can Heater hold on? Here we go. Out of 2. Heater hits the gas down the backstretch. A couple of car lengths. Anderson closes up again. Looks to the inside. Now to the outside. Can't make the pass. It's going to be Brett Heater that will get the win, followed by Anderson, Dixon, Simmons, Herrick, Fogarty as they come to the start-finish line.
Here's Mark Schaffman. When the green flag will fly, will pick up that $2,500 check, and that is now the green is out. We are USRA Modified Racing at I-35 Speedway.
Here we go in the 69 car. Zach Sanders able to motor away to a pretty good lead, but look on the inside. Here comes Gunnar Martin and Elliott to the outside, losing several positions. Now trying to motor his way back, able to hold on for 3rd, but a crash, and it looks like a car. A yellow flag here in turn number 2.
That looks like the 67.
USRA Modifieds 20-lap feature. Here we go. Green flag is out. Sanders with the lead as they go to the start-finish line.
Zach Sanders drives into turn number 1. He'll take the lead. A much better corner this time for Dennis Elliott. A little bit contact back there further in the field. Everyone stays headed in the right direction. Field a little bit calmer on this start. Sanders out front. Elliott 2nd. Here comes Gunnar Martin, that 3rd position. He'll try to drive off the bottom. A lot of grip on the bottom of the racetrack right now. Schaffman runs 3rd. As we got still a mess of cars back there for about 5th on back. Sanders works the bottom of the racetrack. Gunnar Martin there as well. Martin will take that as now Nathan Vaughn has trouble. As contact there further back in the field. Isaac Dotson slow. Shane Lawson slow. BB Tex slow. As leader lap number 2 is going to still be the 69 of Zach Sanders. Gunnar Martin all over his back bumper. But the yellow will come out on the speedway for the $17 of Shane Lawson.
Excellent play-by-play and all your inside information. All right, here we go. Sanders looks at the green flag coming out of 4. He hits the gas, and we're back underway.
It's a good restart from the 69 of Sanders. Sanders will work into turn number 1. Gunnar Martin will go right to the bottom of the racetrack. Elliott work in the middle. Schaffman on the bottom as well. We're going to battle for the lead off of turn 2, but it's Sanders with that high side momentum. He'll lead into 3.
Sanders again works that high side. Gunnar Martin to the inside. Elliott right in the middle of that group. He'll dime it down inside of Gunnar Martin, looking for that 2nd spot as it come out of turn number 4 into turn number 1.
Martin hangs on to the 2nd position as now Manly Lamar up to 4th. A great run for him early. He's going to work around Schaffman into that 4th position, but Manly Lamar's got that car hooked up right now, but Zach Sanders has got it hooked up a little bit better than everyone else. He's starting to run away from the rest of the field. 5 laps in, 15 to go.
Zach Sanders in the lead. Elliott takes the inside line, trying to take that quicker, shorter distance and keep the momentum at the same time. 4 wide further back in the pack, but it's going to be Elliott trying to keep on into that 2nd position. Gunnar Martin right behind him as that battle continues on for 2nd.
As Martin runs 3rd, Lamar 4th, Schaffman 5th, back there for the 6th position. Anthony Logston's now going to take that away from the 2H of John Hansen. Darren Shaw, he runs 8th. Houston Johnson runs 9th, and then Michael Dotson runs 10th.
Zach Sanders continues to show the way. He's got about 4 or 5 car lengths in front of Elliott. Zach Sanders running the high side on the cushion. Elliott down on the apron, trying to get the shorter distance, but again, not as much momentum. Sanders very quick out of 4, continuing to lead as he'll combine a complete lap number 7.
Off of 4, it's still the 69 of Sanders, your leader, 7 and 13 to go. Elliott runs second. Elliott's now trying to work the bottom of the racetrack, but Zach Sanders, we've seen him up there on the cushion before. He likes to run up there. That's where his car's the fastest, and right now he's putting on a clinic. Manly Lamar, again, the best run. We've seen him in an A-mod. He's working in that 4th position down there on the bottom of the racetrack, 8 in, 12 to go.
Zach Sanders again continues to lead up front, running that high side. Elliott and Martin running the low end, and a caution flag here as a car inside turn number 4 will bring out the caution here on lap number 8.
Yeah, I think someone...
Green flag restart here on lap number 8. He gets it. Coming out of turn number 4, the green flag is out and we're back underway.
It's the 69 of Zach Sanders out front. He'll work into turn number 1. He'll go right back to the top side. Gunnar Martin now going to try to work the middle. They're going to think about 3 wide for the lead. Elliott gets a big drive off the corner, but again, that high side will work for Sanders. He leads into turn number 3.
Sanders continues to lead that high side in the cushion. Elliott down near the apron. Gunnar Martin trying to cut it low as well. Trying to get inside of Elliott. Couldn't do it this time by as they complete lap number 9. Again, it's Elliott looking inside. Sanders on the high side gets that momentum coming off the cushion and continues to lead going into going into turn 3.
Zach Sanders in that 69 might have had to clean that cushion back off, get that back working after the yellow came out. Or Dennis Elliott has found something on the bottom, but the speed is not quite in that 69 as it was before. He'll slip up a little bit, and now the 29 of Dennis Elliott. He'll take the lead down the back straightaway. New leader, the 29 of Dennis Elliott.
And here comes the 11 car. How about the 11 car of Darren Shaw from the middle of the field, working his way up into the top 4 as they come by the start-finish line. A big group for the lead, a side-by-side battle. Martin looking at the inside of Elliott. 3-wide battle for first as they head out of 2.
What a race the modifieds are putting on right now. Elliott, he's going to work the bottom. He's going to slide up to the middle a little bit. He's going to try to shut the door, and that's going to cost him, as now the 75 of Gunnar Martin takes the lead. He's your new leader into turn number 1. Sanders still works the top side as we've just got 8 laps to go. Elliott will look back to the inside, but we're still battling for the lead down the back straightaway.
Side by side, Sanders on the outside, Martin on the inside, Elliott in there, and here comes Shaw on the top side, looking for the lead as they come out of turn number 4. Sanders continues to lead with Martin and Elliott and Shaw.
For the 3rd lap in a row, a 3rd different leader. Sanders will take the lead back and now can go back to the top side. Him and Gunnar Martin have run away a little bit from the 29 of Elliott. Darren Shaw still to work the top side. Sanders slips up just a little bit. Martin works to his inside, but Sanders is still your leader with 6 laps to go.
Sanders continues to run that high side. Martin on the inside as well as Elliott. Shaw running the cushion as well in 4th. Now again, that side-by-side battle for first. Martin look to the inside of Sanders. They're side-by-side third 3. Coming out of 4. Sanders is going to try to keep that momentum in the lead, but they're side-by-side coming into 1.
That time by, give it to the 75 of Gunnar Martin. Another lead change in this USRA modified feature. He's got the bottom side working. He'll clear Sanders down the back straightaway, but Sanders is going to fight back on the outside. He's going to go back to the cushion. He'll rip around the outside. Gunnar's going to try to get the grip on the bottom. He'll get it. He'll clear the 69 of Sanders. Your leader now clearly is the 75 of Gunnar Martin.
And here comes Elliott looking side of Sanders as well. He'll take over position 2 as Sanders has broken down the backstretch. It comes to a slow stop against the retaining wall as the caution flag comes out. Zach Sanders, who led the majority of this race, coming to a stop on the backstretch as his car comes to a stop unexpectedly as Gunnar Martin had just... Martin goes to the high side. Elliott likes the low side. Now he'll diamond down to the inside. Here we go. Green flag is out and we're back underway.
And it's the 75 of Martin that'll work into turn number 1. He's going to go to the low side where he's been running all race long. Elliott's there as well. Shaw's going to work the top side of the racetrack. As the 4M of Manly Lamar continues his strong run, he runs 4th. Gunnar's going to work the bottom of the racetrack. He'll work off at turn number 4. 3 laps to go this time by.
Here comes Shaw as Elliott bobbles just a little bit. Shaw side by side. Now he'll slam the door shut on Elliott. Elliott trying to battle back with that move on the inside as Shaw went really high coming out of 2. It's Gunnar Martin, though, that benefits by that side-by-side battles. He'll continue to lead coming out of 4.
The 11 of Darren Shaw has been trying to get that car to work on the bottom. Can't get it to stick down there. The Elliott will take that position back. As now the 34 of Schaffman will take over the 4th position. Houston Johnson with a big charge now. He's going to take 4th off at turn number 2.
2 laps remain. As they come to the start-finish line, we should be looking for the white flag. Here they go. White flag for Gunnar Martin as he comes by. Elliott and Shaw side-by-side battle for 2nd as well as for 3rd and 4th as Schafferman and Houston to the outside. That battle continues. Here comes Gunnar Martin in turn 3.
Martin works the bottom of the racetrack, put together a stellar race, and he will pick up race number 10 of the Smoking Hot Summer Series. Second will go to Elliott, third will go to Shaw, fourth will go to Johnson, fifth will go to Schaffman.
Out or help it hand it down to Jacob.
Yes, we are down here with USRA B Modified Feature winner as well as the Rick BB Heating and Smoking Hot Summer Series Construction USRA B Modified Champion. Andy, first let's talk about tonight's race. Be able to work yourself out front and get another feature win tonight.
Yeah, I was able to get a good start on the initial start and was able to get to the preferred line, which was on top down in 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 I kind of had to feel my way and figure out which line I preferred, and I ended up sticking with the bottom most of the race and was able to keep my nose clean for the most part. I didn't know how close people were from the majority of the race, and then we started catching lap traffic, so I kind of worked my way through them as comfortable as I could and was able to pick up the win.
Yeah, and then we can talk about the Smoking Hot Summer Series. You pick up the championship there against some really tough competition. How does it feel to walk away with the first ever Smoking Hot Summer Series championship?
Yeah, it's nice to see what Prime's done with this. They've done a lot for us drivers for this series. I can't thank them enough, and Shane Construction is all they've done for us, sponsoring the B mods, and I'd like to see them put it on next year and see how much bigger they can make it.
Yeah, and a lot of guys go into making this thing possible. 2 nights a week, 5 straight weeks. It's kind of a grind, but just tell everybody who helped you get this thing done.
Yeah, I got to thank all my sponsors: Dynamic Drivelines, Carl's Performance, Billy Moore Victory Race Chassis, Coleman Hardware, Luke Neiman Fencing, and everybody else on this car. They do a lot for me, and I wouldn't be able to compete at the level I'd do without their help.
Well, congratulations at your B Modified
guys,
feature
leave a
winner
couple
tonight.
of those trash barrels up here so we can pick up the grandstands.
That is your USRA B Modified feature winner tonight, as well as the Shane Roach Concrete and Construction USRA B Modified champion of the Smoking Hot Summer Series, Andy Bryant. Bring the big check over here to Brett Heater. Brett, it was a really good weekend. You came into the weekend, you and Kevin were right there with each other. But you end up sweeping the weekend and picking up that nice $1,200 check, winning the Blue Springs Truckline USRA Stock Car Division of the Smoking Hot Summer Series.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Big thank you to Blythe and Dustin, Prime Racing, for putting this deal on so we had the opportunity to have this drama, have that battle. So it's been a lot of fun the past 5 weeks. It's pushed us. And, all of us drivers, we kept digging and we had a good time.
And real quick, who'd you like to thank that you helped these over these last 5 weeks? There's a lot of different things that happen in 5 weeks of racing, trying to get that car back to the racetrack.
Yeah, we tore this thing up probably 4 out of the 5 weeks. So, my dad has not stopped working on this thing. I don't know how many days are in 5 weeks, but I'm telling you, he's worked 90% of them on this dang car. So I owe a huge thank you to him. And then, of course, big-time Bell Bonds, Vicky Davis, NRT, Contender Shocks, Prime Racing, Jan's family, my dad, Cheater Heater Race Engines, Gunnar Martin. I'm probably forgetting somebody. I know I'm forgetting somebody. My wife, my kids, my family. Everybody that has anything to do with this car, thank you.
Well, congratulations. Not only were you the USRA Stock Car feature winner tonight, you pick up the USRA Stock Car Championship in the Smoking Hot Summer Series, the 05 of Brett Heater. We'll work our way over here to the 15 car of Justin Adkins. Justin, you pick up a pure stock feature win tonight, your first one here at I-35 Speedway this season. Talk about your race a little bit.
Well, I was a little nervous starting next to Roy Hill. I know he wins a lot out here, but we got her out front and held our line and didn't mess up at the end, so pretty stoked with it, pretty happy, and about it really. I probably need to thank my brother. I mean, he's my crew chief, my mechanic, he gets us going. He's the one who puts us up front, really. I just drive the car. So, but I also want to thank Eddie Swope Racing. Without him, this car wouldn't even be together, really. I dried for painting this rig 5 years ago. I had to park this way, so the other side looks terrible. But Aunt Brenda at Goodwin's Tax Service. She's the one that helps us out sponsor-wise. You know, throws us a little extra cash when we need it. Gives us some new tires to get us out front and where we need to be.
Yeah, well, congratulations. That's your Pure Stock feature winner tonight, the 15 of Justin Adkins. We'll now work our way over here to the 20 of Chad Fuller. Chad, you pick up another feature win tonight. You get add another sticker to your race car. Talk about your race.
The track was my favorite tonight. I preferred a little heavier. Houston, correct? Yeah. I get them mixed up, and sometimes I just call them Texas because they're both from Texas. He's very fast, hard to stay in front of all the time. If I make a mistake, he's right there to capitalize on it. Couldn't do it without the help of my family, Fat Cat Motorsports, Reed Chevrolet. That's about it.
Well, congratulations. That's your Grand National feature winner tonight, the 20 of Chad Fuller. Some things going on at the racetrack. The Sports Compacts run at the end of the night, but it doesn't matter. You find your way to victory lane yet again here at I-35 Speedway.
Well, I prefer it a little slicker anyway, but there's a lot of tack out here. We tried a new set of tires, and they weren't working out well, so I was like trying to hold on. But I'm not going to lift. I mean, it doesn't matter. So I'll try something different. I ruined that tire. But, you know, they go away. They come kind of justice for that first lap knockout 2 weeks ago, and then I didn't make it last week because the tail of the car was pretty bent. So I made it down in Nevada for that 500 to win and got a flat down there and come back here and win one. And I don't know how many I've won here now this year, but I've been challenged to go back to Nevada for that Pro 4 down there, and they are fast. They're a little faster than the Mustangs that were coming here. But I got a surprise for him. I got a Pro 4 in the works.
Well, anyone you like to thank that helped you pick up the win here tonight at I-35 Speedway?
Well, I just, the crew helps, and everybody the whole team comes together, and Steven works on them during the week when he gets a chance, and everybody else, they come in the last couple hours or whatever we need to do, and we get it done. I don't know how, but we keep those 4 cars on the track, so hopefully we'll have another good night next week.
Well, congratulations. That's your Sport Compact feature winner tonight, the Half Crazy of John Willard. We'll now work our way over to the 33S of Ben Stockton. Ben, you picked up a big check last night. You roll here at I-35 Speedway, back it up, and pick up another feature win.
Yeah, I'd say we had a pretty good weekend this weekend. Billy's been pretty quick out there at Lakeside. He's been our challenge. And it was good to finally get all our ducks in a row. Our ducks have been everywhere this year. That's keeping it family friendly. But we got them all in a row, and hopefully we can continue this streak.
Yeah, so talk about tonight's race a little bit. You got out front. You had a heck of a heat race coming from the back to the front to win that heat race, which put you on the pole for the feature. And then this car just looked hooked up, and you were able to run away with the win tonight.
Yeah, we've been trying some stuff in the past. We didn't like it. We finally kind of digressed and went back to what we had earlier in the year, and it's all finally put everything together, and it's been a rocket the last couple of weekends now, so it was great. Track was great tonight. I mean, it was a little bit heavier than usual, but hey, it presents the challenge.
Well, congratulations. That's your E-Modified feature winner here tonight at I-35 Speedway, the 33 of Ben Stockton. Way over here to the 34 of Mark Schaffman as he picks up the A&B, the first ever A&B CarStar USRA Modified Smoking Hot Summer Series Championship. How does it feel to pick up that championship after 5 tough weeks of racing?
I feel pretty lucky. Had some good competitors, just had bad luck. Gunnar Martin, I mean, he really put it on everyone tonight, and I think, if it wasn't for his bad luck, I think I'd be sitting here number 2 at least. But heck, sometimes it's just better to be lucky on my side than good sometimes, and it just worked out this time. So just thrilled as heck that Prime Racing puts us on. They do a lot for local short track, dirt track racing, and it's pretty amazing people, to do this, and we definitely appreciate it. It helps week-to-week costs and stuff. So.
And anyone else you'd like to thank on this car that helped you over these last 5 weeks to pick up that big $2,500 check? Oh,
definitely. I'd like to thank my mom and dad first off. AMS Oil, J&L Synthetics, Lambert Protec Roofing. I have to look at the side of the car.
Local labor is 1290. Vicki Davis, she's right there. She's a big supporter of my racing, always has. All State Renovations, Pierce Motorsports, Wicked Race Wraps. They did an awesome wrap this year on the car, and there's just so many people. Allen's Automotive, Honda. I mean, he's always there every week with us, and David Russell and Charlie. And I just can't do it without them. It takes a lot of people to make this thing go. So it's all credit to them. So.
Well, congratulations. That is your USRA A&B Car Star Modified Smoking Hot Summer Series champion, the 34, Mark Schaffman. Down to the 75 of Gunnar Martin. Gunnar, you pick up the big check for the win tonight at I-35 Speedway. Unfortunately, you finished second in the Smoking Hot Summer Series, but you got the bottom working tonight and were able to work around Zach Sanders running up front. But that battle you guys had with you in the 29 and the 69, it was great watching from up in the booth.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I really didn't want to see that caution. I really didn't know it was Zach. I couldn't believe every time we come by the finish line, we were door to door. I was like, this is going to get exciting. So, sucks for him. Hopefully they can get something together and come back out and start racing with us a little more. But other than that, cannot thank Prime Racing and Doug Wetzel, my whole crew, for at least letting me drive this car, and especially my pops for putting it together. This motor was hurt, and he put it back together while we were in Florida and got us to come out here and race.
Yeah, and you had a little bit of bad luck with the Smoking Hot Summer Series, but you pushed through it. You picked up a couple wins, and you end up finishing second in the points.
Yeah, that's another thing. Congrats to Mark. He's an awesome driver, and it's really fun to race against the guy. Just sucks we couldn't at least get up there and try to battle for the win. But all in all, I mean, he deserves it more than anybody, I would think. So congrats to him.
Well, congratulations. That's your USRA Modified feature winner tonight here at I-35 Speedway, and runner-up in the A&B Car Star USRA Modified division of the Rick Beebe Heating and Air Conditioning and Prime Racing Products Smoking Hot Summer Series. And that will conclude everything here from I-35 Speedway. Another big show happening Thursday night. That's the USMTS race. We'll have the USMTS Modifieds, the USRA B Modifieds, the USRA Stock Cars, as well as E Modifieds. And we'll be back here Thursday for more dirt tracking at its best.